Welcome to Home is Where It's Parked. This is part 2 of our disaster buy of a bus in Ontario, Canada. In this part, you will see that the engine went, the transmission went, the exhaust was blowing on our face, and we think the drive shaft went. And we got caught in a tornado. And by the way, it was our second tornado we got caught in that week. Tiger had a few meltdowns, which were totally understood, and I just couldn't really stop laughing. It was unbelievable. Please make sure you subscribe if you like our videos. There is still part 3 and more stuff that even happened to us. Tell you about our day yesterday. It was rough. Yeah. So with our van, it's that we picked up that we didn't check like we should have. It's what was wrong with the exhaust? So I had the exhaust blowing in my face the whole time, and we had to keep every window open because it was full of exhaust in here. Okay, so far it's going okay. Had a few problems, but now we have one big problem that Tiger has told me about, that it's going to rain. If it rains, we have to roll up our windows, which means that we are going to die of, what is that again, Tiger?
Asphyxiation.
So we got a problem. Okay?
Three problems right now. It's raining, so we put the windows up, we fucking get asphyxiated. If we fucking give her the gas, now there's a new problem. The transmission is slipping. So do we keep going? And the engine is going flip, flip, flip. So I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do, but we're 20 clicks from Ottawa. We're gonna have to pull over and make a fucking decision. We can either go to Dad's or we can dump the unit and go home.
Okay, so we've been sitting here for coffee. How do you feel about it so far, though? I'm a little bit like I don't know. I feel so good that we're in a good spot. I'm scared that we're gonna jinx ourselves by going to Quebec.
I know.
Like, that's what I'm scared of.
I'm feeling relieved that we're here.
Yeah, me too.
Because we got a way out of this mess. It's a mess. We're the problem is we're in a bit of a jam. Where are we? We're in Richmond.
Richmond, but we made it to a parking lot.
We're about 20 clicks from Ottawa.
Yeah.
At the Ottawa International Airport, which will be our cheapest flight back to Edmonton.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it? Because it's a big city.
Yeah.
If we needed to.
I don't know, Tiger. Like, I don't know.
But now we gotta think about things, because when we leave this area, we're gonna be going into Quebec. This starts Quebec, eh? Because Ottawa is the capital of Canada, and it's it's in Ontario, but it's right against Quebec. So Quebec begins soon. And to me, once we're in Quebec, it's almost like being in a different country.
It is, though.
For these kind of situations, if we get smacked, like if we have a problem, if the engine blows, if the transmission fucking slips and won't go any further, and that just happened to us, because I was driving 80 kilometers an hour,
and
all of a sudden it was like it was in neutral. Yeah, and I gave it gas and it didn't go forward. It was just kind of slowing down, like it was in neutral, but it was actually in drive. So
you know what you did?
Then I pulled over. I turned it off. What?
Go ahead.
I pulled over, turned off the van, waited 5 minutes, started up, and then it was okay.
But in between that, you had a meltdown. A couple of them.
Not really, like a little bit, but I mean, we have to make a decision now based on 3 things. We got 4 things now, because we got engine, transmission, right?
Yeah.
And what I was worried about the new drive shaft.
Yeah.
And now a tornado. There's a alert for Ottawa area that there's a tornado watch.
And we're in it. Till 2 a.m. tonight.
Yeah, till tomorrow morning.
Holy.
I wanna go to Ottawa, and this is one option. We go to the Ottawa airport, or get close to there where we can pull over somewhere, enough to get like a cab quickly over when we need to. Stay there until we get a cheap flight. Could be a week, could be 3 days, could be tomorrow.
Okay, so where do you want to go to? The airport?
Close to the airport
Close
somewhere.
to the
Where
airport.
there's a grocery store, like, you know, a couple kilometers
like a mall
away.
type of thing. Okay.
And like
And
a
then
Walmart.
call for a...
Find out where to get rid of this at a wreckers.
Yeah.
Or somebody.
Yeah.
Find out where to get rid of it. And then we pick a day after we get the flight, then we can tell them when to come and get it. And then we fucking stay in this thing until we get our flight. They come and get it like an hour before we depart. And Bob's your uncle. That's a plan. That's one option, right?
What's another option?
Another option is to keep on going. The only other option is to keep going to Dad's.
And how do you feel about that? Like, seriously, how do you feel about that?
Well,
I, for some reason, want to take the risk, but I don't know why I do. After the shaft went, we had to go over. We thought we were done. I don't know why I want to take that risk when we're in such a good spot. We got a mall here. We got food.
do you want a coffee or a tea?
I want anything that'll just...
Do you want a coffee or tea?
Coffee. Like, seriously.
So that's where we're at.
So what do
Then if we break down, we're going to be, how do we get to the airport from wherever we go? What are we going to do? Then we got to go to Montreal. That'll be the closest one, that is Montreal.
And that's tough. We couldn't even go to Walmart because nobody spoke English, obviously.
I know.
Oh.
I know. So that's why we're in a good spot right now to go back to Alberta. We're in a good spot to go back to Alberta. Perfect spot, actually.
We are.
Perfect, yeah. So the other option is, that's our two options. We either go to
Well,
Dad's.
the good part is we don't care if this goes to the wreckers.
Well, I mean, it is a nice rig on the inside. It could be, you know what I mean? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I know. It's gorgeous.
Variables going on.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, there's only two options. We either...
I feel the storm coming to you.
Yeah, and I love
Yeah.
it. I can't wait. I want the tornado to fucking come. Get the first option, get rid of the unit and go back to Edmonton. We lose all this, right? If we make it there, if we don't make it there, it's going to be because of a transmission failure or an engine failure or whatever. That's huge. We get the two biggest things about a vehicle: engine, transmission.
I feel it's going to be the transmission, if anything.
Yeah, but
I do.
And we got a manifold that's leaking. I mean, they can catch fire to the vehicle. Manifolds can catch fire to the vehicle out of the side of the engine.
Yeah, no, I know.
And your manifold,
It's blowing in
so
my
it's
face.
Well, it's blowing inside the
Yeah.
doghouse there against.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's blowing against. I can't see in there because it's a van.
Could we literally fall asleep and get sick from that?
No.
Okay.
No, only when the engine's running. It's an issue
With
with the engine.
asphyxiation. I don't get it.
Well, it's carbon monoxide that you breathe in. No, it wouldn't happen. We get the windows all open. It's not that bad.
Okay.
Wait, let's look at the other option. We get it to Dad's. We get to keep the unit. But then what do we do with the unit after we leave there to come back to Alberta? Now we got to fix a transmission potentially.
Yeah.
And an engine.
Yeah. Is it worth it?
No. There's no thinking about that one. Absolutely not. If we keep going, and I am worried about every kilometer now. I'm not in every hill and every light and every stop sign, and
I'm scared when we go into towns
like
and a stop sign.
Yeah, I know.
That scares me.
Yeah, I know. We got 900 kilometers to go. And we still have to blow by the outskirts of Montreal. And I don't know if we'll end up in LaFontaine Tunnel. I don't know. But can you imagine?
We went through it, though. It wasn't that bad.
It is if you break down. We always got to be concerned about breaking down in this thing in the LaFontaine Tunnel. And that's where it would happen. Then we got to get to the airport. And we only have shorts and sandals. Like, it ain't going to look good. And we haven't had a shower for 2 fucking days. Just think about the possibilities of what could go fucking sideways, eh?
Like, This
I
is
mean, we're
awful.
dressed- we're
Do you know that I dressed this morning? When I dressed myself this morning, honest to God, do you know that when I dressed myself this morning, I dressed in case it blew up or something happened. I dressed myself for that
No
occasion.
problem. That bed we got a twin bed back there. But look at this.
Oh, I'm just.
Look, this is why it's all messed up, eh? Look,
Why is it messed up?
Look.
Because why is it going deep?
look, it goes. There's two fucking. Look, there's a short, a thin cushion and a thick one. So this is very uncomfortable to sleep on.
I have to say I'm very thankful for the lift. I'm really thankful.
Oh, why? That's good.
Really thankful for the handicap lift that you got, because the breeze that's going through there in here is really.
Look, I'm going to end up losing my new drill press.
Yeah.
But if we do get a tornado, the good news is that
Which the wind is coming up.
If the tree or if something blows through this side of the van, this will catch it. The bathroom will catch this if we're in bed. This could be a problem, but we'll just have to navigate where we're going to go within the confines of the unit.
Here's
if the
here's
tornado
my question
starts blowing
though.
shit around.
If it starts blowing shit around, would your CB radio be able to contact anybody? Here's the tornado coming. It's gonna come hard.